right, here we are for match 3 on the draw. We've got Thoughtseize into Bob, which is good against a lot of folks. This would need to get a Blood Crypt. Yeah, I'll give it a try. We also get to draw cards off the top, so I mean, that's a thing. The double Liliana is a little bit of a meh. And so no idea what we're up against. Misty can mean a lot of different decks. I think I'm just going to fire off the Overgrown Tomb here and get the Thoughtseize in. That's dealing 4 damage to myself, which sucks. If it's Infect, which is one deck that plays a lot of these, then it just doesn't matter. If it's this, then we've got some really interesting shenanigans going on. I think this is the Restore Balance list, which is kind of a cute deck. I don't know if it's actually good. I guess we're going to find out. Like, their mana's a little wrecked here. Presumably, Violent Outburst into Restore Balance is the whole point of playing the deck, so I think I should take that. Although I know the Gargadon's what they're trying to go into. Like, they could technically Restore Balance next turn if they wanted to with Land and Spirit Guide. So I guess we'll stop that. This is going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least. I have not played against this deck, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to take there. It might have been the Spirit Guide just to slow them down. Because again, they can get a Ghostly Prison going. They can suspend that Gargadon. I think here we'll just Bob. Because I would not mind more cards. Spirit Guide into Prison, presumably. I don't like that it puts the Spirit Guide over the Gargadon. Like, this is the one I want to see, not that one. I've got Abrupt Decays to potentially interact with that. So here I can Lily, make them discard a card. Like, we've got to kill them before this happens. I feel like the Termagoyf is going to be a good way to make that happen. Because we can't attack without doing something there. Let's Inquisition and Goyf this turn. That just locks up what we're doing so poorly. Like, playing the Lily this turn, discarding the other one, wrecks their hand a little bit and leaves me options next turn. Like attack for 2, I'm not excited about that. Or dig for an Abrupt Decay. I mean, that does something, but the more time I give them, the longer until they can get this. I guess they have to deal with this pressuring them, and my mana's going to be okay. This could be wrong. Again, I don't quite know what I'm doing against this deck. But I have to imagine that hand disruption helps. So creatures can't attack unless I pay 2. Okay. So still a ways off from Home Slice here. Another Spirit Guide, Detention Sphering the Lily, that's fine. She did what we wanted her to do. So now I can Inquisition Goyf, get a tap land. And let's see what their last card is here. I guess there's no point. not leaving myself the option to bolt if that's what I want to do. Okay, so no restore balance. It's just a matter of can I kill them fast enough. I can just get a painless land with this. And send bolts at their faces. I'll wait and do it into turn. I probably should. But we're currently racing the Gargadon, right? Like it's land, artifact, creature, or land, yeah. Burp. Yeah, I think I'm interested in abrupt decaying that and playing another Goyf. Well, another Goyf. Probably rather just hold up the lightning bolt. Got plenty of turns against that. So this looks like they had a particularly bad draw for their deck, I'm guessing. I still don't quite know what it's trying to do. And we may not be finished here. Pay 1 and get man. Okay. Are they not dead? I feel like they're dead. Maybe they have something I don't know about. Okay, so we have some sideboarding to do. I have to believe this is a matchup where we are less interested in things like Ooze and Kalidas and more interested in things like Duresses. I still want to keep some of the spot removal so that I can just kind of like get their Gargadon if that's what they're going for, and the abrupt decays look great. Explosives is always an easy thing to fit in. The question is, do I bother keeping bolts? Like, the argument to not keep them is that I can get something in that can attack and block and do a thing, which is not crazy. The argument to keep them is that they give you a little bit of reach, right? Like you can burn their face with them, which I like. I think we still keep the coursers as value cards, Bob as value cards, and we keep one Ooze. It can attack, it can block. It does make us a bit threat light, like we're banking on killing them with Goyfs and attacking Confidants and such. So I might want to cut one bolt for just something else that can interact with them. And Huntmaster does an okay way at doing that. It's 4 mana for 4 power and it can make more. I could also keep one of the Oozes. Actually, if they're playing Nahiri, they might be doing shenanigans with Emrakul. Not that that really interacts with it much, does it? I feel weird cutting bolts. I could be very wrong here, but I don't have a lot of time and we got to make a decision. And that's my decision. My decision has also been that there are not many keepable one-landers with Jund. You need to hit your land drops, and this hand does not do that. I think you could probably have an explosives main too. This one's okay. It's got Goyf into Inquisition, which is not terrible. Bob makes every hand better. We probably even now want to lead with Bob. Oh, so we're just doing it. Okay. That is interesting. So they're just getting out all artifact mana, so that is a legitimate wrath against me. I think we have to go Bob here. Like, it's kind of stupid not to, in my estimation. And I also think we'd like to have double red, since we have Chandra in hand. So I think I'm actually going to get the Blood Crypt, which I don't often do. But I think it's what we want here, because we're going to need to draw some cards to beat this. At least we'll get to see exactly what their deck does. Which I imagine is just one-sided Rathas. Well, there you go. Sacrifice all lands you control. Okay. Sacrifice all creatures you control. Okay. Choose 2 cards in your hand and discard the rest. So the only cards that have a shot at getting me out of something like this are probably Bob and Goyf, I would guess. Because we've got to rip like double lands off the top. But this appears to be what their deck wants to do. It is fun and interactive Magic. What have we learned, Travis? We've learned that it'd be really nice to have turn 1 discard against these guys and to be on the play. So I think I was right to bring in the extra discard spells. And here he's probably just there as a way to eventually grind me out. Once they have done something terrible like this, I'm still going to make them do it. Like, show me what your kill condition is. It's that, huh? Okay. It's still not quite game over. I mean, we're not that far from a big boy Goyf. We are going to have to discard most of our hand shortly, which sucks. Okay. Okay. You did what you did. I've heard Jung plays pretty well off the top, though. Like, if I play this, I'm just gonna... Yeah, this is miserable. How many restore balances do you have to grind through to kill these guys? Apparently a lot, huh? Because they're just going to make sure they don't have any lands in play, and this gets me. I guess they've revealed 52 cards. I can see what they're doing over here, too. Ah, ley lines. That's a good one against me. It's like, I can hold this. I guess we'll try that. So, like, the ley lines are going to make my discard a bit worse. Looks like they've got 3. They could have 4. They are playing 1 Emrakul. But it looks like they're pure combo here. All right, there you go. That only hits me for 16. Like, I'm not dead yet. Do you see me being not dead? Because I'm not. What's up? Hiya! You got a ley line of sanctity? No, dog. You ain't playing that. I have no idea how we're supposed to get through this, but it's an interesting dance of the ley line of sanctity versus my stuff. It looks like Ancient Grudge probably goes well against some of their shenanigans if they're counting on artifact lands to do their stuff. So that may be what I want to bring in. This is the Cascade spell is not targeted, so it doesn't really do anything. I can't actually crack this of note. Goif would be a 6/7 though. I think they could get. Whoa! I can get mana off of it. Sweet. I think they could kill me with this right now if they wanted to. They just wanted to let me know, hey dude, I am playing a Blood Moon, in case you were wondering. All my spells smell like burnt hair lately. Alright, so we have seen some interesting things here. We have seen that they are very combo oriented. I'm interested in Ancient Grudge. I'm not really interested in Huntmaster or Engineered Explosives. This doesn't do anything. Lightning Bolt looks like it doesn't do anything either other than go to the face. But it may still be better than an Ooze. I generally don't want the Coursers in against somebody playing Blood Moon, so that may mean that I do want the Huntmasters and the Bolt, just so I have more stuff that can attack and block. But like, I can mess up their mana with this. I've kind of got to keep a turn 1 discard spell hand and then hope that they don't have the ley line, because that really screws me up. So it's weird. I'm trying to play around Blood Moon and that, but I don't think we're valuing them out. I think this game is decided relatively early by, can I dig their Cascade spell or a Spirit Guide, or just get something out of their hand early, and then maybe grudge away their artifact lands. We'll see. The Dreadboard Terminates are not great. I think the Culligan's Command is. Alright, as long as they don't have a ley line, this hand starts to look pretty good. If they do, it looks kind of mediocre. So do I want to fetch a basic swamp? Am I that scared of Blood Moon? Like, I could go swamp, forest, and be pretty well set up. I can't cast some of my doubles, but I could cast Lily, and I'd need another land for Chandra anyway. I think I'm going to do that. Alright, so they do have the Blood Moon. I don't care about that. They have the Violent Outburst. I do care about that. So I think we just want to make sure that they're not doing this thing. They can get their artifact land down, but it doesn't really do much. And we can get the Goif going at them. And again, we know about the Blood Moon and have already, like, basic, don't care about your Blood Moon. So I think we're just going to take that Outburst. And be aware of what they are doing. It's like we are turning off some draws, notably the double blacks. Like another black fetch, I think would be pretty good because we could get our double black down before they resolve the Blood Moon. But they're going to play the Outpost here. Ancient Grudge would not be a bad draw for us. Ooh, another black fetch. We're going to end up not caring at all about their Blood Moon. Which I think is great. Yeah, I'd like to play that here, but we can't. We got to be ready for that Blood Moon. Who's it up? I play basics in my deck. God, we could even Abrupt Decay it if we wanted to. We just don't. Like, they're looking to Nahiri next turn off of this, and I can just Abrupt Decay it and not care. Just get out of my game. Like, this puts him dead to the Bolt next turn. Takes him off a couple colors of mana. Taste it. It is delicious. All right, do you have a thing? No? Okay. Well, it looks like balance was indeed restored.